Okay, we've kind of hit a lull here. People wanted to get up and walk around and take a break from operating. We started it when the contest started at 6 p.m. last night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Costa Rica is on Central Standard Time, but they don't observe daylight savings time, so we're actually an hour behind Texas right now. So it's about 12. I'm a little bit late getting this started. It's about 12:15 right now on Saturday, whatever today is, October 29th. So this is the station back here. This is my station right here with my Go Kit, my Yaesu System Fusion radio, my Connect System CS800 DMR radio, and my ICOM 706 Mark II-G in the power supply. That station behind me is Jim's W5AP. We've been using his call sign this week. We are Tango India 7 Stroke Whiskey 5 Alpha Papa. We've got 5 stations set up. We've got 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, and 80 meters. There's nothing going on with 80 meters right now during the day, but we were working 40 and 80 pretty good last night. And some guys got up about 4:30 or 5 this morning and started in on 10 and 15 and 20. And we've been going pretty solid on most of those all morning up until about maybe half an hour ago, something like that, and it kind of slowed down. The band's kind of quieted down just a little bit. Well, the bands are still going, but most of the stations that are out there calling CQ on a designated channel, we've talked to all those guys already. So we've probably got somewhere in the neighborhood of, let me look here. I'm not sure exactly how many QSOs we got at this point. It's more than that. My computer just kind of woke up, so it hadn't reconnected yet. It says 980, but it's more than that. So we've probably got somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,500 QSOs so far. So which isn't really a lot for 5 stations, but the bands have been kind of up and down, and had a really good run on 15 meters this morning. That was fun. Had another pretty good run on 20 meters. John, W5EXJ, he's over in the other villa. He's been working 10 meters all day today, so I haven't had a chance to get on 10 meters, but 40 meters was pretty good last night. Although last year when we were here in Costa Rica, 40 meters was better. I stayed up for 2 or 3 or 4 hours every night after everyone else went to bed. I stayed up for an extra 2 to 4 hours and just made contacts on 40 meters solid the whole time. And I finally went to bed when I was falling asleep on the keyboard, but it hadn't been that way this week. The band conditions haven't been as great this year as they were last year, but we've still been making quite a few contacts. I've probably made somewhere in the neighborhood of, I probably made around 500 QSOs before the contest started under my own call sign, Tango India 7 Stroke Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo. So, you know, it's been slower than last year, but still pretty good. Still pretty good, just operating for the last 3 or 4 days solid. So let me take you guys outside, show you around the property here. I'm going to switch this to the other camera. For some reason, this external webcam that I've got, it does not like the outdoors. It's really washed out on the outdoors, so for some reason I can't get it to adjust. It should be a way to adjust it, but not so much. So this is the outside of the villa number 3 where I'm staying this weekend. You can see up there, that's the 20 meter 2-element buddy pole Yagi. That's up about 60 feet right now. Took us a little bit. Took about 8 people to get it up there. We put it up the first time. It wouldn't tune. We brought it back down and tuned it, which we tuned it before we put it up the first time. But for some reason, once we got it up there, it didn't tune right. So we had to bring it down and adjust some few things. There were a couple of broken pieces on it. So we fixed all that up, got it to tune, put it back up. It's been working great ever since. Behind me here, if you can see that, let me see here. Yeah, you see 2 towers behind me. The first one, the closest one to, well, this one right here, this vertical right here is just a buddy pole vertical, currently set on 40 meters. The tower behind it is the Buddy Pole 2-element 15 meter. It's up about 30 feet. And then the one in the back there is on a crank-up tower. It's a Buddy Pole 2-element 10 meter antenna. It's probably up about 40, maybe 42 feet, something like that, time you get the crank-up tower and the mast that's in the middle of it. So it's that's been a talking machine. John W5EXJ, he's been on that all morning. He's been on that since 5 a.m. and he hadn't stopped. 10 meters has been rolling this whole time, all day today with this contest going on. 10 meters has been really good. So these are the 3 villas. This is villa number 3 here, where I'm staying. Villa 2 is the green one, and villa 1 is the kind of light red or pink. It's not really pink, kind of like a, I don't know what color that is, like a dark pink maybe, something like that. And let's see, we don't need that. So I'm going to walk over here and show everyone the, I don't know how many people are actually watching live right now. I started this a few minutes late because, again, the time zone here is an hour. I was thinking 1 o'clock, and I looked up, it was 12:05. I'm like, oh yeah, it's supposed to be 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock down here. Get a look at the countryside over here. That's the countryside. We're on the side of a cliff right here. This is all this is built. There, the tower glass antenna is my TN07 SPF 102 vertical fiberglass, 32-foot fiberglass flagpole antenna. It'll tune 10 to 80 meters. Been making some really good contacts on 10, 15, 20 meters this week with that antenna. It's kind of noisy on 40, and it's a little high SWR on 80. So I haven't really used it on 80 much, but I was making quite a few contacts on 10 and 15 meters yet before. Make sure I'm not looking up at the sky. Here's the view. You see it's cloudy, right? But it is quite a beautiful view out here. Rain, and it actually cleared up for about an hour earlier, then more clouds rolled in. So that is the villa here in Costa Rica. See, my my connection may be down. If the video is all choppy, the Wi-Fi connection doesn't reach very far outside, and even inside it's a little bit choppy. So the internet down here is not quite as solid as it is back home. It works okay for for normal internet stuff, but for streaming video it may be a little bit choppy. So this right here, let me show you this last thing, and then that right there, now it's covered up in clouds and steam right now, but right there, that peak right there is the Miravillas volcano. Miravillas volcano. It's a dormant volcano. They've got some steam generators in the side of it where they drop water down into it and drop water down into the molten lava, which of course causes steam to come out, and that steam powers generators. So they have several steam powered generators on the side of the volcano. I don't remember when the last time it erupted is, but they say it's dormant. It's been dormant for a number of years. But it's really a beautiful view out here. There's some blue sky right there. So anyway, that is Costa Rica DXpedition 2016. Thanks for watching, guys. Probably put part of this video on my final cut video, which will be up. There's the sun on my face. My final cut video will probably be up in the next week or so. I've actually got several videos. I've got a small clip video of the new Yaesu FT 891. So I got some footage of that the other day. I've got some videos of me working DX on my TN07 vertical antenna. I've got some video footage of working QRP on my LNR Precision LD11 QRP rig. That was yesterday. That was fun. That was really fun. I never really cared much for QRP, but that was entertaining. I made, I don't know, 5 or 6 QSOs in the matter of about a half hour. And a couple of guys were like, man, if you wouldn't have said you were QRP, I wouldn't know. You're booming in here. One guy was in Georgia. I think another guy was in South or North Carolina, one of those. So that was fun doing QRP. I'm not going to use QRP during the contest here, but that was fun to activate. That's a neat little rig, the LNR Precision LD11. So I got some footage of that, and I got some footage of just overall operating on 20 meters, I think it was, with my Go kit. And some other stuff just kind of around the campus here. So 73 guys, thank you for watching, and keep watching on this video channel. This is Jason, KC5HWB, operating from Costa Rica, Guayabo, Costa Rica, just north of Liberia, Costa Rica. Tango India 7-stroke Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo. 73, thanks for watching, and watch for the video following in about a week.